Welcome to the Keep the Faith. I need to get Lord. Welcome to the Keep the Faith podcast. I am your host, Tori, and I have the one and only Miss Chon Jackson with me today. She's my special guest. And of course, you guys know how I do before I start my shows. I like to play some inspirational music when I have a guest. So I'm going to play special requests from Chon. The name of the song is Even in the Rain, and the artist is Marette Brown Clark. Now, Facebook, YouTube, and any other social media outlets, I do not own the rights to this song. I do not own the rights to this song. But the name of this song, once again, is Even in the Rain by Marette Brown Clark. And once again, I do not own the rights to this song. Here we go.
Never said the way would be easy. Didn't guarantee a permanent smile. Every day can't always be sunny. Rain has got to come after a while. That same rain, it has a purpose. Wash your tears away. Believe me when I say I'm working, even in the rain, even in the rain. Oh, oh, oh. There are times when you feel I'm not with you. Troubles of life are weighing you down. Just know that I'm right there, I'm with you. All you gotta do is look around, look around. I'm in the winds, the waves, just even your storm. So don't rush those clouds away. Believe me, it's okay. I'm working, even in the rain, even in the rain. Trials may come, they won't last too long. Hold fast, I'll leave it like I said I will. Like I said I will. Understand that it's all in my plan. Even though you may not see it, it's working for your good. I'm working in the rain. Oh, yes, I'm even in the rain, even in the rain, I'm working. I'll go through your rain, go through the pain.
Wow, that's a beautiful song. Chon, I never heard that song before. And once again, I do not own the rights to the song. I'm going to listen to the song in its entirety later. That is a beautiful song. I've never heard of that before.
That's
Oh my God.
It's got me through plenty of nights. Plenty of nights. Plenty.
Absolutely. And before we get started, first, let me just say this. Y'all, I've had the pleasure of meeting Chon. We worked at Assurant, some years back. And I had the pleasure of meeting Chon at Assurant. And let me tell you, Chon has always been this person that when she steps into a room, it's like the light is all around her. She has a bubbly personality. And when she steps into the room, She commands your attention without even realizing it. You have always been a bright light with such a beautiful and bubbly personality. So just tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Chon Jackson, Sean with AC, and I am from Hartsville, South Carolina. I grew up in church all my life. That's all I know is church, 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 church. And I did get some outside experiences as well that taught me to be the young lady that I am. Um, I recently, as of 4 years ago, lost my child, my daughter, my only child, Brianna Jackson, that shares the same birthday with my host here,
Yeah.
September 10th. I lost her. She was on her way coming home from getting her hair done at prom. And I tell you, since then, it has been an emotional roller coaster. But as the song says, I trust God because I know He's working even in the rain. Even in the rain. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes there's tears falling from my eyes. And I just have to smile because it could be worse. I always think, that it could be worse. But I am now the owner and operator of Breezy's Corner, where we sell a little bit of this and a little bit of that for reasonable prices. And I'm just glad to be a part. I finally made it. I made it to Keep the Faith podcast. I'm excited about that, Tori. I'm
Listen,
excited.
let me tell you, and I didn't tell anyone. I purposely called this particular segment "Dancing in the Rain"
Hmm.
and how things are birthed in the midst of your pain. The pain comes and you don't even know where it come, out of nowhere. And you
Hmm.
don't know that God is about to birth something new in you in the midst of the pain. And what I found so amazing with you, with your resilience and your strength, like there's so many times that you give me strength when you don't even realize it.
Mm.
Like when God gives you a word, you give me strength without even I may not say this, so I'm gonna publicly say this on my
Mm.
platform. You give me strength. Sometimes you say things or you post something, and then it's what I need at that moment.
Mm.
So just
Mm.
continue
Mm.
to allow God to use you. And like I love to see you smile because everybody that knows you know that Brianna was your world.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
So when you
Yeah.
smile, I it just brings me joy because I know you all have those days where you just want to fall apart, and people have to understand there's days where you may not want to talk, you don't want to talk, you know what I'm saying? There may be calls you can't take or text messages that you can't respond to, and people have to respect that because
Oh, yeah.
this grief process is a journey that never ends.
Oh, yeah. It never ends. It keeps going. I've had some emotionally filled days this week, last week, the day before yesterday, even.
Mhm.
And the Lord has graced me to be able to go through it, like keep moving, keep pushing. Like there's something on the inside that just won't let me stop. It will not let me quit. Like when I feel like, just throwing up my hands and saying, I'm just gonna walk away from all of this. I'm just gonna, just sit all the way out. I can't. I absolutely cannot. I have to keep going. I have to keep moving. Because in my moving, just like what you said, and this is to encourage somebody, in my moving, you never know whose life you're gonna touch as you're moving. You're just passing by. Just smiling by. And Lord, I pray every day, God, that I don't, become a negative person. Or in my school, like we say, a negatron. I don't want to be a negatron because first of all, that takes too much energy and too much time. It's less the effort to smile than it is to frown. And
Right.
I know I use every one of my muscles in my smile because my smile is bright. I'm always
It is.
smiling. I'm always smiling. But when you talk about things being birthed out of pain and out of that, like I told you earlier, the crazy part of this program, you entitled it "Dancing in the Rain." I'm in the process of writing a book called Smiling in the Rain. And that was my little hashtag for a while. I think I'm gonna go back to that. When you're smiling, even in the rain, and people are looking at you, you think about this. If you're outside, and for the past couple of days we've had these rain and this thunderstorm, if you saw somebody walking outside in the rain in a thunderstorm, just smiling and dancing and just enjoying themselves, you would think they were absolutely crazy.
Right.
You would think they were crazy. And that's the way life is. People are looking at you like they think that you are crazy. She done lost her mind.
Yeah.
She has lost her mind. But no, she has not lost her mind. She is moving by the grace of God. It's not me. Because I felt like I should have lost my mind. I should have, like been crazy. Because as you said, Brianna was my world. That was my everything. Everything I did for her. And to have her gone, that's crazy. But out of this, came where my faith in God increased. My knowing a little more what my purpose is. I always knew that I was an encourager. Like I'm that girl. Like if you want to look good, hey, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go and look good. Let's do this. I love for people to look good and feel good. That gives me joy. I love that. And I did not know that this book was gonna be coming. And Breeze is Corner. I I didn't know that. I was perfectly fine buying the jewelry from my personal assistant. I was glad for it.
Yeah.
But to actually own a business, um, I'm just excited for what's going to happen for us, for God's people. I'm excited.
But you know that you actually spoke it into existence because you kept saying repeatedly on your posts multiple streams of income,
Yes, I
multiple
did.
streams of income. And look at it. Look at God. He hears us because
I
you know you
tell
got to
you,
write the vision and make it plain.
you do. You got to write the vision. And a lot of times we are afraid to write it because a lot of us are afraid of what comes behind success. When you're successful and things are happening, there are a lot of things that comes behind success. You gotta know how to manage. You gotta know how to make smart decisions. When to buy, when to do, when to move, how to move. All of that you have to learn how to do. And a lot of times we get nervous and we become afraid. But I can say this, I know that any idea about prospering yourself or helping someone else or anything positive, those ideas does not come from the enemy. Those come only from God. The only thing we have to do is just walk in it. Just walk in it.
Right. Right.
Just
And
be
we
still.
can't, we have to move out God's way and not be fearful because for me, when I started my podcast, for one, I wasn't consistent. For two, I was like, well, who gonna listen to me? For
Mhm.
three, I was like, I can't do this because I'm shy. I can't do this. But my main thing was I was worried about the wrong things, worrying about people not listening, worrying about not being able to reach people. So a friend of mine
Mhm.
had to tell me, she was like, Tori, if you touch one person, that
Mhm.
one person is the person that needed what you had to give.
Right.
So
Right.
now I don't worry about the views. I don't worry about the shares. If I could just touch just one person, because my
Mhm.
motivation, I want to be a positive influence. I want to use my platforms for good. So if I could just
Right.
touch just one person, then my job is done because I do all that I do. I consult with God first, and I
Mhm.
also do it from a pure heart, from a pure place. So as long as I can touch
Right.
one person and do it from a pure place, that's all that matters to me. And I was like,
It
you know
does.
what? And it's like you think people, they may not like the post, they may not share it, but trust me. Oh, they watching. They listening, they're paying attention because
Paying
someone said to me
attention.
something that I said, and I was like, I didn't even know you was watching. I didn't even know you was listening. That was like, I may not say nothing. I may not like it. Oh, but I see you. So I'm like,
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The people that are for you and your haters too. They watching too.
Right. I was
They
like,
watching.
oh, okay.
They're
so I said,
watching.
let me make it do what it do. And like I said,
Mhm.
the whole point, the reason why I call my podcast Keep the Faith, because so many things that I've been through in life where my faith was tested. There were so many things that
Mhm.
I've been through where I lost the faith. So that why
Mhm.
I
Oh
had
yeah.
to keep reminding myself, Tori, don't give up. Keep the faith. So that was a name that God placed in my heart. I said, you know what? So many times I lost my faith. I got to remind myself daily to die to my
Yep.
flesh and to keep the faith. And like I said, these past 4 years, I've been
Mm.
watching you, and I was like, you just don't know how much you listen. You remember we went to a Hello Again. I can't remember what it was, but you remember you comfort me when I was supposed to be
Oh
there,
yeah.
and you were comforting me. You and Dominique have that spirit.
Oh
Like
yeah. Yeah.
we're supposed to be strong for y'all. And
Mhm.
plenty of times the two of you in particular have comforted me in ways
Mhm.
that you have no idea.
Mm. Oh, and it is only by the grace of God. I remember actually when we were at a viewing of Brianna's body, and I didn't think I promise you I didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. Like I felt my breath leaving my body, I felt dizzy, I felt faint, and I did not know. And it was like right at the very point as when I was stepping into the room to go see her, I could feel like a strength that it was a peace. It really was a peace that surpassed all my understanding. Because I was thinking to myself, there's no way I should be able to do this. When I got in there, it was a moment that I had, and then I moved on. And it's just like once I got that out of the way, I was able to console and comfort a lot of the younger people, like Brianna's peers, because they were not understanding. They couldn't understand it. And I was there to actually mother them, like be there for them, and to console them. And I had a friend, she's like, I can't even understand it. Here it is, your child is laying, only but a couple of steps away, and you are, encouraging somebody else's child. But that only comes from God. I can't explain it no other way. It only comes from Him. It's none of me. It's all of Him. For these past 4 years, like I said now, you might not see it all the time, but it is some rough times. I mean, some times where it's been really, 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 really rough. And I'm real enough to say, I've done some things. I've been some places. Some things that were not godly like. And I'll be the first because I'm not perfect. And I'm not trying to be perfect. I am trying to be what he called me to be. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not my cousin posted something the other day. This blessed my soul. She said, when you're waiting on the approval of people, you don't need to because you breathe air, not people.
You right.
You breathe air. You
Right.
don't breathe people. So
No.
for us to try to please and appeal to people, I found out that's a waste. I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time, but people are gonna be people. Point blank, plain and simple. And like you said, if you allow one person who's grieving, and it doesn't matter how you're grieving, grieving comes in different forms in different ways. Some
Mhm.
people don't talk, some people do talk. Some people eat, some people don't eat. Some people cry, some people laugh, some people, you go through like a different emotion, seem like every day. But just gracious enough to have friends like you, friends like some of my other friends that, check on me and make sure that, I'm okay and I'm doing good. And I'm thankful to my friends. I'm thankful to every last one of them, even my crazy ones. I got a crazy one here and I love her to death. I wouldn't trade her for nothing in the world.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Cause like every once in a while, like if I feel it on my heart, you have no idea. I pray for you and Dominique and also Shalonda often. I pray for y'all often because I feel like the three of you are so powerful, and the three of you, there was something birthed through a loss. And all of, I mean, Dominique has Hello Again. You got Breeze's Corner. You got a book coming. And Shalonda got the Pink Purpose. I mean, it's just, and none of y'all saw this coming. None of y'all saw this coming. It's just amazing how God birthed things through our pain. It's just, it amazes me. So there's times when I feel like, giving up. And I was like, nah, if Sean, Dominique, and Shalonda can keep going, so can I. If they encourage me and inspire me to keep going, what choice do I have but to keep going? If they can keep going, I better keep it pushing, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? If they can smile and they can encourage people, I have no reason to complain. None.
But you know what? Giving up is not an option. Those words, giving up, they are not an option. Those cannot be chosen. They should not even be up for discussion, giving up. You may have to take a break and you may have to sit still and regroup. But giving up is never an option. Never, never an option. And so I'm gonna say it's not gonna always be easy, and it's not gonna always be sunshine and roses and cotton candy and unicorns. It's not gonna always
Right.
be that. But I just believe that if you can keep pushing, the scripture says the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta be fast and you ain't gotta be strong. You just gotta make it to the end. Make it to the finishing line. Keep pushing, keep moving. You might just stop and take a breath, breathe for a minute, but pick back up and keep moving. And I'm not talking just to be talking. I'm talking because I talk to myself. I talk to myself like that. To keep pushing and keep moving, keep going. Girl, you got things you gotta do. You can't just sit around here. You got things you gotta do. You talk to yourself. Tell yourself. And it's
Yeah.
not an option. Tori, giving up is not an option, darling. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not an option.
Listen.
It's not an option. It's not an option.
Oh my goodness. You have no idea.
It's not an option. You can go ahead
Oh
and
good.
erase that from your mind and from your thoughts. It's not an option. You again, like I said, you may have to sit back and regroup and redo some things, revisit some things, restructure or organize some things, but revamp, reprise, remake.
Right.
Stopping is not an answer. That's not an option at all. Zero. Mm-mm.
Absolutely. Now, when can we, before we start talking about Breeze's Corner, I want you to show some pieces. When can we expect the book release if you want to release that information?
Because I've had so many release dates, and every time I think I'm ready, I have to go back and add something else
Okay.
to the
Well,
book. I want to have it finished by the end of the year because I want it to be something like a holiday read, for those like during the holidays. Because I found like my most like critical times, like emotionally, are during the holiday season. Like I think about like Thanksgiving and
mm-hmm.
Christmas, and then comes New Year's, and around those holidays, it tends to get a little depressing, if you will. Just your emotions are tampered with. Um, Birthdays, I've been kind of like dealing with birthdays a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Last year holidays were better. We did the Christmas event, and
Yes.
that gave me a lot of life and a lot of energy. And like again, it just helped me to celebrate the holidays with my family and my friends virtually. I enjoyed it. So I'm looking at around Christmas. So I got work I got to do, and I also want to put a single release with it. So I'm working on that too. So I've been busy. Girl, I'm like, girl.
Listen, that Christmas program was so beautiful. And what's his name? Brian?
He's crazy. He's crazy. Something's wrong with Brian. Please no. Brian, what he has no sense. 0 cent. Zero.
It was hilarious. That oh my goodness, Brian is so funny. I really
E-
enjoyed it.
Everything that he and I did was, when I say was spontaneous, it was
Yeah.
spontaneous. He and I, we work well together, but we, that Brian is something else. He's
I
something
really
else.
enjoyed it. Y'all have got that has the you have got to do I know last year was the first. That's something that you need to do annually because that's something that we'll look forward to. That was such an amazing production. It was the role change. It was everything was amazing. Oh my god. It was amazing. I enjoyed it. Because matter of fact, I watched it when you guys were live, and I also went back and watched the replay and laughed like I was watching it for the first time again. It was really, really good. You guys make a great collaboration. It was amazing. Because like you said, a lot of times we go through, we think about our loved ones during the holidays. Because I know I'm like
Yeah.
that. Because I was thinking about matter of fact, yesterday one of my good friends, matter of fact, Janice's cousin, Chris passed away last month. And I was thinking what I
Yeah.
all of a sudden out of the blue, Chris became on my mind yesterday. And I was thinking, wow, this is his kid's first Father's Day
Father's Day.
without him.
Yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
I just went to church. Church was good. But when I got out of church yesterday, I just cried all day yesterday. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you can be okay 1 minute and then the next minute you're not.
You're not.
That
Mm-mm.
grief journey, oh my God, it's a process that goes up and down. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
I was just thinking in my mind, like for those who've lost loved ones like 20 years ago, I said, myself, y'all been going through this for 20 years or so. Like, how y'all doing it? How are you all making it? Like, how have you been doing it? But I now see, now that I'm in, I have those shoes on my feet and I have to walk that path. I can somewhat understand how, because the thing is when you talk about as you're talking about Genesis cousin, when I spoke with her, I could hear the concern in her voice. She was very, very disturbed about, what was happening, with him. And I had words for her, but I really couldn't speak to that because in that moment, that was something, a different pain and a different hurt that she had. Everybody who loses a child, that's something different. When you lose a parent, I don't even want to think about losing my parent. I don't want to think about it because I know that would be like a different hurt, a different pain, a different, something else. So when you say that you were like upset about your friend, that brings on different emotions, different ways that you're gonna feel. And everybody might not understand, but guess what? It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. And Jesus will. He
right,
cried. He
right.
hurt. So
Yeah.
he knows what that pain feels like. So I mean, it is what it is, but we're strong enough. I think we're strong enough that, well, he gives us strength enough to make it
Mhm.
through. He gives
Yeah.
us strength. He does. He gives us strength. And I think about that song that like at the end, it just keeps going, I'm working, even in the rain, even in the rain, even in the rain, even though it's hard and even though it's difficult, even though we don't understand it, even though it hurt like hell, even though, we can't get an understanding, we can't get sleep on it, we can't get a peace about it. He is working. He's working in the background and he is going to make it all right. It'll never be the same, but he's going to make it all right. He's going to fix it so that we can adjust. I'll never forget that. He's going to fix it so that you can adjust to that new way of life. And I'm thankful for that. I am so very, very thankful. And one thing that he adjusted for me, when I was so accustomed to just dealing with my baby, he lets me work in the school system.
Right.
So he gave me a bunch of babies. I mean, I got babies all over. The girl, they call my name all day. They make a song out of my name. You mean? Ooh, they make it be a song, girl. They just, Michon, 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 Michon. They just be all over, girl, all over.
Yeah.
And I would not change it for anything in this world. I would not change it. I love the way, um, yeah, I love the way God did that. I love the way He orchestrated that. I love that, and that's a part of that. What got me smiling even in the rain. That makes
Right.
me smiling as well. It is.
And I see how much joy the kids bring you. Like you did it. I think you did a video or TikTok with the kids. It was too I see the joy that the kids bring you. It's just God is just amazing. That's all I can say. I can't even put it
Yes,
into words. He's just amazing. And you
yes,
said
yes.
something earlier in regards to being not being perfect. None of us are perfect, but you understand that. Let me tell you something. The imperfect ones are the ones who use the most. You might say, because I've been, I have people say, well, why are you around this person? They cuss a little bit, or they drink this. I'm like, I see the best in everybody, and God can use
Right.
anybody. Oh, they
Anybody?
doing this. I would never profess to be holier than thou. Yes, I love the Lord, but I would never, ever think that I'm holier than thou because I am not.
I got what you're saying. I hear every word that you are saying. Because
And
as soon
listen,
as
we
you,
all we all have our different vices because like
mm-hmm,
some people vice may be alcohol, some people vice
mm-hmm,
may be sex. I mean, it's
mm-hmm,
different things. For me, sometimes now before I was delivered from the alcohol part, alcohol was a vice for me.
mm-hmm,
Sex
mm-hmm,
was a vice for me. But
mm-hmm.
now I will admit that food, like if I'm going through something
Woo!
now and I'm grieving, sometimes I eat. And just like you said earlier, it'll cause you to eat, and sometimes it calls you not to eat. And it's like
Mm-hmm,
sometimes with me, I'll overindulge with food, eating stuff that I shouldn't be eating, but it's because emotionally. And then another thing you said, like sometimes when people grieve, how they don't want to talk. For me personally, when I grieve, I don't always want to talk. Sometimes I'll
mm-hmm.
just let the phone ring. I'll let
Oh,
the
yeah.
and some people don't understand, like, let me grieve how I feel, and they're like, why you didn't answer my call? Why you didn't respond? I mean, I have to do my grieving process in my own way. And it may take
Right.
me a week or two where I may not answer my phone, but I'll respond when I'm able to. But
When
just
you're
let
able
me
to.
be in that moment. But I also have
Mhm.
to be careful not to stay in that hole because sometimes
Right.
I can
Yes.
get myself in a hole
Now you're talking.
and I don't know how to get out. Because I'll
Now
tell
you're
you,
talking.
when Chris passed away, I saw Chris like 2 weeks prior, and I hadn't seen Chris in a while. And God made it to where I ran
Mm-hmm.
into him. He came through my building. Oh my God, I hope I don't cry. But he came through my building and we talked and we laughed. It was just, I would have never known that that would be my last time. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So when he
Mm-hmm.
passed, it did something to me. I went into a
Mm-hmm.
hole where I just slept for days because
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
ready to process that. And even
Right.
like yesterday when I was thinking about him, I was like, this can't be real.
Mm-hmm.
This can't be
Yeah.
real. But
Yeah.
anyway, let me stop talking about it because this ain't what we supposed to be doing. I ain't supposed to be crying on this line.
But it's good to do that because what it is
Woo.
that it shows, number one, that you are human, that you have feelings, and there are feelings that you cared about this person. But I like what you said.
Your sound, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't. Turn your mic on. Your mic. Okay.
Sound.
There it is. Okay. There you go.
You know, the devil is a liar.
It went out for a minute. I said, I can't hear you. You were saying something.
I
You
was
said,
just,
I like what you said, and then it went out.
I, I like what you said when you said that the Lord allowed you the chance to see Him, to actually talk with Him, to actually engage a conversation with Him. Those small things like that, those are miracles from God. Those are miracles. I remember with Brianna, she loves, what's that lady name? Lisa Noel. She loved nigga Lisa Noel and the Brown Singers or somebody it is. She loved her. She told me one time she was just gonna get on the road and strike out to Memphis, Tennessee, just to go see them.
Yeah.
And what ended up happening was is in February of 2017, we went on a trip to Greenville. And we were packing up, getting ready to leave that Sunday. And Brianna, I was putting my things in the car. Brianna came racing out to the car. Oh my God, Mama. Oh my God, I just seen Lisa. I just seen Lisa. And I was like, Lisa, who? Like, who is Lisa? She was like, Lisa, no, Mom, Lisa, Lisa. I said, well, why are you talking to me? You need to go and talk to her. And when she went in there, she was Lisa was so kind and so sweet to her and was so, I mean, so giving to her. And I thought about it. I said, Lord, that was that girl's desire. And you gave her that desire before she left from out of here. And I thought that was so beautiful. So even in moments like that, you have to find the beautiful things in the rain. The beautiful things that you can see in the rain, like the rainbow in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
There are droplets that are falling from the sky that the sun is shining through in the rain. And that's the rainbow. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Even the sound of rain is a
Mm-hmm.
beautiful thing.
It
It
is.
calms you, it puts you to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you peace, it gives you
Yeah.
like a place to rest. There's so
Mm-hmm.
many things that you can find in the rain. The rain itself, it comes along and it replenishes the earth. It gives the earth what it needs to, sprout up things like the grass, like the food that we eat, the field, the corn, the food of the field, on the trees, all of that. Drinking water for us, it does all of that. The
Right.
rain has so many positive things that's on the inside of it, but most of the time, we think of rain, it's like, oh God, it's rain. It's dark, it's
Right.
dreary,
Mm-hmm.
ain't sunlight, you don't want to get wet. You hate your feet to get wet. God knows that's what happened in my head today. Y'all forgive me. The other day I
It's
just got
okay.
here Thursday, Saturday, Friday, and the rain came and just took it away. But but there's so many different things, positive things that comes out of the rain that shoots up from the rain. Like you said, birthing. So many things
Mm-hmm.
that you birth while being in the rain. So many different things. There, man, I'm just thankful. I'm thankful of it. I'm thankful of that.
Right. And of course, you birth Breezy's Corner. Tell
Yeah.
everybody a little bit about Breezy's Corner. And I thought that was like the perfect name. I love that name. Oh,
Girl, well, first of all, Brianna's nickname, and I stole it from one of my other little friends. Her name was Breezy. They called her Breezy. Called her Breezy, and I took it from her. But I always would call Brianna Breezy or her middle name Patrice.
yeah.
And it just I knew. I promise you. And I was gonna talk about this on another live, and I'm probably still gonna do one maybe next week or so, talking about being a business owner or birthing your business, or going into doing those things that you are created and called to do. This is no joke. I was in my bed. This was in January of this year. January of this year. What happened was that we were out on Christmas break, and we had already got a pay in advance here. You know, pay in advance. Then you
Yeah.
think you're rich, but you know you're not rich. You spending next month's money. Okay, girl. So I looked at my bank account and I said, Jesus, today I need me a source of income. I need to do
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
And I spoke with my good friend, and she put me on. And when she put me on to it, and I saw where the money was coming, was coming in, and it was a business, a whole business, and I started to get serious about it. And I just felt like, well, it was like, what are you gonna name it? Because I love fashion and I love, different things. I didn't want to be just stuck with selling one thing. I didn't want to be just stuck selling handbags, stuck selling jewelry, stuck selling clothes, stuck selling hair. I want to, have a variety. I want to do a lot of things for a lot of people. So then Breeze's Corner became, what it was that we were going to do. And in a corner, you find a little bit of anything or everything. You can
Right.
find shoes, you find hair, you find makeup, you find handbags, you find jewelry, you find a t-shirt, you find whatever. So that
Right.
released me to be able to, you know, do as good as I want to do it. Bring them whenever I want to bring them.
Right.
If I want to sell Nike short set, this one, I can do that. If
Yeah.
I want to sell a pack of hair, I can do that. If I
Yeah.
want to sell a candle, I can do that.
I love it.
I
I
mean,
love
it's
it.
all of it. So
Yeah. I like
that's
that you're
what
not
we. So
limited
that's
to
what we're
selling.
doing. That's what
I
we're
like that
doing.
you're I like that you're able to sell a variety of things. I love it.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I, like I said, that idea just came to me. Just sitting down thinking, it just came to me. Just came to me.
So you got some pieces that you would like to share. The floor is yours. Whatever you like to share. And make sure when you share the pieces that you let people know how they can get in contact with you, your social media platforms and emails, phone numbers. Make sure you give out all the information because somebody may see something on this live and they be like, yo, I gotta get with Sean because I want that. I gotta have that.
He has happened. But don't you know, I had a piece around my neck. Somebody bought the piece clean off my neck,
Really?
and I sold it. God knows I sold it. I gave it right on to him.
And actually
But
what
I
you
will
wearing
say,
is and what you wearing is from
oh,
Breeze's Corner, right?
yeah, it's my fake t-shirt, girl. I don't want to stand up because I'm not all put together right now. Just put a little thrill on.
You
So I don't
fine.
want to stand up right now. I don't want to stand up right now before the people. I'm just kind of like, chilling out. So I'm not going to do the people like that. I ain't going to do them like that. I ain't going to do them like that. I'm not. But what I have is one of my pieces right here. This is my metal. It's black and gold. It's a
Mhm.
wire piece. And it has the black stones in here. I don't know what kind of stone this is, like a marble
Mhm.
stone. And it has a wire necklace to it. It's gold. It has two earrings, but the other earring is somewhere in my box. So it has the
Okay.
foil wrap earring. And
Yeah.
I love that piece. You can just put this on all black. You can put this on gold. You can put this on green, any color, peach,
Yeah.
any color. You can put this on. You can. This is like an accent piece. This is an accent piece. You can reach me at on Facebook, Chon Jackson, Chon Jackson, or you can go to Breezy's Corner, BREEZY apostrophe SCORNER.
Mhm.
I tag both pages. I'm gonna list some of those things. Or you can inbox me. Please inbox
Okay.
me. You can inbox me. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a woman of pearls. I love pearls. I love them. Here are some pearls. Girl, let me show you. Here's what it is. This is a
Ooh.
lavender and cream
Oh my
And it
God.
comes with the lavender and cream earrings. That's a cream set of pearls, and that's lavender. I don't know if you can see the color in it,
Yeah,
but it's
I see.
lavender. I
Yeah.
love these pearls. It's let's see, one, two, three, four, five strands of pearls, five strands of pearls. That's at Breeze's Corner. You know, you could wear this with cream. You could wear this, of course, with lavender. You could top this off with white if you wanted to. It could
Mm-hmm.
be anything. I love
Right.
this color. I love it. 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 I love
And
it.
you know purples and lavender is
Also,
my favorite.
these yes. So that's Breezy's color too. She loves purple. Purple's her thing. Here are my pink curls. I love these. I had a young lady who bought this the other day, and she put it on. She had on a brown and pink outfit,
Mm-hmm.
and it made it so classy. Comes with the earring, just one strand of pearls. It's a pretty pink, a pastel pink
Mm-hmm.
color. I love it. 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 Let's come here. I have something for my deltas.
Oh, that's pretty.
Delta Sigma Theta. Here's the dollar cats. This is what we have. I
That's
love it. It has
pretty.
the red ruby rhinestones and the white pearls around it, and the silver stone. Let me get in the channel. The silver
Yeah,
stone. I
that's
love this cap.
beautiful.
I love this cap. This cap is everything. So I also have the AKA.
Oh wow.
It's got the green stones, the green sequin stones, and the pearls, of course. The pearls, of
Oh
course.
my God, that's
We love it.
beautiful.
The
Ah,
AKAs, honey. The
that
AKA.
is
I got
beautiful.
I got some other pieces that's coming for them. Let's see. I didn't showcase this piece as much, but this is my pearl necklace that has the AKA emblem,
Oh,
pink and green. Come on,
yes.
ladies, y'all get at me. I know y'all see it. I have too much space. I have two handbags here. Let's see if I can read those. This is the Gucci bag.
Yeah, that's nice.
And yes, it's embossed with the Gucci sign. And
Mm-hmm.
instead of having the zipper in the middle, it has the drawstring. It's got a drawstring.
That's
The front
different.
has got a drawstring. Yeah, isn't it different? I love this bag.
Oh my
And
God,
it's
that's
got so much
different.
room on the inside. Hmm. Yeah, and it has, like my friend says, the feet on the bottom. So when you're sitting down,
Yeah.
you're sitting it just down on the ground. I love this bag. I love this bag. I also have this last little piece. This my tour bag. It's
Mm.
a two in one.
Okay.
Y'all better y'all better come on and get this bag. You see
Yeah.
it? It's a Michael Kors.
Oh my goodness, that's nice.
This is the real. Yes, girl, yes. Come on and get this bag. Y'all need to come on and get it. And I have two more little pieces of jewelry left.
Okay.
Um, Here is, for those who like the color green, this is a dark color green
Mm-hmm.
with the cream pearls. I love this. I think I love the green. The green is doing something for me. And it's also
Yeah.
5 string. And it comes with the earrings.
Oh, that's
Comes with the
beautiful.
earrings. Y'all, I love pearls. I love pearls. I'm telling you, pearls are my thing. And my last set of pearls that I have, this is a wine color.
Ooh, I love that.
It's a marble. It's like marble. Yeah. And the earrings come with it as well. And it's nice and sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
I love this piece. You wear this with denim. You can wear this with cream. You can wear this with something tan. You could do a lot of stuff with this. I love this piece.
Right.
Also, I have a denim, the diamond studded hat, girl.
Oh wow.
The cap is the diamond studded cap. It's diamond all around, and it comes with a fanny pack.
Oh, okay.
It comes with a fanny pack with the belt.
Yeah.
So those are just a few items that I have, um, all for your pleasure at Brittany's
Okay.
Corner. You can contact me here, like I said, on Facebook. If you have my number, you can reach out to me. And if I don't get back to you right away, it's
Mm-hmm.
because a sister is busy. She is on the
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
She's on the move. But just bear with me. I
Okay.
have a couple of other dresses. I restocked those other dresses, so please, if you see one of those dresses that you like, please give me a call. Let me know.
Okay. And I actually posted like two of the on when I did the flyer, the dresses that you
Hmm.
had that you wore
Oh
on the
yeah,
flyer. Those are some beautiful dresses too. I was like, oh my
yes.
God.
Oh, sorry, you definitely got to get one because that would be gorgeous on you. And that natural hair. Oh my God,
Yeah, I gotta
you
get with
got to.
you. I got to get with you. I got to see. There's so many that I want though. You have all my little money. But
I
listen,
understand.
I really thank you for taking time out of your schedule. And like I said, I wish you nothing but the best. But you know what? I got a little request. Just a small
Mm,
request. Just a little small request. You listening? You
I'm
listening?
waiting.
The request I have is because you sang a little something, because you know I love your voice. Sang a little something, Sean. A little something.
Oh Lord. Um, um, God has always stood by my side. He has always been my guide. When my friends walked away and then they turned back on me. He stood right by my side.
Woo! Thank you, Jesus. And woo! I appreciate you. Oh my God. See, you got me about want to run around the house. Lord have mercy. Thank you.
Stood by
You
my
just blessed my
side,
whole
girl.
life. You know I love to hear you sing. You blessed
He
my whole
stood by my
life.
side.
So make sure when you
Y'all
get
pray
off
for
this
me. Pray for me.
line,
I was talking to I will.
make
I
sure
was
look at
talking to
Janet.
Derek's sister the other day. Derek Bull's sister. I was telling her she was my favorite alto in the land,
Hmm.
and she said, "Sean, my alto getting old." I said, "Girl, I need my alto down."
No.
I don't, all of that they do, honey. I go ahead with the young people. Y'all go ahead and go. I sit my alto down.
No. No, your voice always sounds amazing. Always.
And
So
baby,
listen,
to
one
God be
night,
the glory.
let me tell you, one night when you're not busy, you gotta come out on Friday because I do karaoke's on Fridays. There's a place in Darlington,
Hmm.
Chianti's Wings and things. I do karaoke's on Fridays. You have got to come
Okay.
out if you can. Cause see,
Okay.
listen, I'll
Where
be
is
out.
that? You said in Darlington?
It's in Darlington. Matter of fact,
Okay.
you remember when well, you remember where I live, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, you know where the courthouse is, where I live? It's on the other side of the courthouse. Cause I walk there.
Really? Okay.
And that's my happy place. I be in there singing, you know I can't sing a lick. So you got to come out and sing a little bit So letting them people know, you got a voice. Like
Yeah.
Kim, my friend Kim came out one night and Kim's song, like y'all can actually sing. I'll be out there just making people laugh.
Kim who?
Kim Cooper. Kim
Kim,
Cooper.
why don't I know Kim?
You
I
know
feel like I
Kim.
know her.
Her maiden name is King.
I
Jeanette.
gotta know her.
Yeah, you do. You
Will,
do.
oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
That, yeah. Oh, Kim. Yes,
Yeah.
Kim got a type, buddy.
Yes.
Kim
She
got a
came out
type,
one night
buddy.
with her class. They were celebrating 28 years. They graduated 28 years ago on beginning of June. They was out there celebrating and she sung. I was like, now see Kim, you gonna make me look crazy because I can't sing right. But it's all about fun though. That's my, like I said, that's my happy place. I do that on Fridays. Cause like I said, there's times where I just be, cause like I tell you, like when Chris first passed away, that he passed on, I think on a Tuesday. That Friday, that was the only Friday where I couldn't make it to karaoke. I just wasn't in the mood. I just stayed in the house that day. I asked my mom to get my son, and I just stayed on the chair that Friday and just balled up and cried. But since that Friday, I've been trying to push myself out to get out of the house because, like I said, you can sometimes you get into that grieving process where you get in a hole and you got to dig yourself out. You got to pray your way out
You got to
sometimes.
dig yourself out, girl. You got to pray your way out. But I love
So,
when you said that you did not stay there. You didn't stay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love that. I love that.
yeah. I had to get out. I was like, Lord, I can't stay here. Cause it was like the dark clouds. I was like, I can't, Tori, you can't stay here. Cause you making yourself sick. You gotta come out. So I mean, we have those moments and we have to allow ourselves to have those moments.
Yeah.
And people have to understand that you have those
That's
moments.
right.
Like we all right today, but just like you said, you had a moment earlier. You know what I'm saying? Those moments come. You're gonna be high one minute, low another. Those moments come, and people that love and care about you, they're gonna understand. And the ones who don't, whatever.
Now, you know what? I'm telling you. They don't. It's too bad, boo.
But y'all, what I want you to do also when we get off the live, in the comments, make sure you post your contact information and post your web page so that people that may not already be following you, that they can go and like your page. Because I actually saw a friend of mine, she said she gonna definitely Taisha said that's one of my favorites. Oh, she's talking about the song, and then she also said, let me go check out her page. Now that girl right there, she loves some clothes and she loves herself some jewelry and she loves some handbags.
Let me tell you, Breezy Corner will gladly accept you. Yes, we will.
So those of you who are not already following Breezy's Corner, make sure you go like the page. Get in contact with Sean. If there's any pieces that you saw tonight that you like, make sure you contact Sean. She said you can inbox her. You can send her a personal message. And like I said, she's busy. So if she don't respond to you immediately, just hold on. Be patient. She's going to get to you.
Yeah. You might get one of those texts like about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm up brainstorming. But I will respond.
Right. Well, Sean, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. And like I said, I'm going to actually, I got to go on the page as well. And Charlene said she's not sure. And Charlene is a lady of Alpha Alpha. So she loved that jewelry and that hat.
Hey, Charlene, I'm your girl.
Yeah, she's a pink and green lady, so I know she loved those. And then the pearls were pretty too. The green at the top, that was beautiful. And I saw all the posts that you had with the different drawers. I saw the pieces that was for the Zetas, the Deltas, the AKs. You got it all. So definitely,
Oh
guys,
yeah, I
make
think
sure
that's a
you
pretty good
go.
thing that's out there.
Yeah, definitely, guys, make sure you go like Breezy's Corner. There's so many, and like I said, I like the fact that you're not limited to just jewelry. You have a variety of everything, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm. Very
So
respectful, yeah.
there's no way
Yes,
but
I
up
love
from
it.
here. And you know, Breezy is smiling down on her
Okay, you
mama.
said it.
She's smiling down on her
Yes,
mama. She's so
uh,
proud of you. She's so proud of
yes.
you. And you know what? So every time that when your birthday comes around, I always think of this post that you posted years ago when she was singing to you. I always think about that post around your birthday. I was like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my God, it was so beautiful when she sung to you. I just love the relationship the two of you shared.
Yeah, yeah.
I loved it.
It's
Y'all had a beautiful, and I remember when y'all came to my house some years ago. I think you was doing something at the square. And
mm-hmm.
you remember I had this, and I still got. I wish I would have had it in front of me, but I still Breezy asked me for the. You remember I had a purple pillow, and she wanted that
Mm-hmm. Oh
pillow.
yeah, that
And the
purple pill.
only reason, because you know I don't care about stuff. The only reason I didn't give Breezy that picture because my son gave it to me for Valentine's or something. That was the only reason. But you know, if he didn't give me that pillow, you know it was hers, right? You
Yeah,
know she
I
could have
already
got
know.
it. That was the
I
only
already
reason.
know.
I said, my baby. She said, oh, I love purple. And then
Oh, she
when I
must
found
love
out we
her.
shared the same birthday, I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
God. I was like, oh my God. That just literally blew my
Mm-hmm.
mind. Because I was like, my birthday's in September. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when your birthday? I said September. I said, no. She's like, yeah, my birthday. That just blew my mind
Your
that we
birthday
shared this.
September. September the 10th.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah.
wow. So every year in my memories, when I did a tribute to her one year. So whenever it comes up in my memories, I always reshare it because she was such a beautiful, even the brief time that I've known her, she was such a beautiful spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Such a beautiful spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thank God for that
Yeah.
moment that we shared that day. I will never forget that day. I was late for work that day because
Mm-hmm.
y'all came. I was like, she's supposed to go to work that morning, and I didn't go to work that evening. I was late. Matter of fact, we was coming back. Me and my son was coming back from Hemingway that night. Girl, we got lost because I can't drive at
Mm-hmm.
night. But I
Girl, you
really,
better stay out that road.
that day we got lost coming back home. But that's a day that
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we experienced because y'all stayed with us all day that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah, we
really
did. We sure
appreciate that.
did.
I appreciate that memory. I'll never forget that. I never forget that. But I'm
Yes,
not gonna
baby.
hold you up.
That was
Thank
a
you
good
once
time.
again for coming on the Keep the Faith
I
podcast.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every minute of it. I enjoyed it.
And anytime you want to come back, you're welcome to come back anytime.
Oh, you already know. It's on you. I'm on your time, baby.
And Veronica just said, Veronica just comment. You see Veronica comment?
Hey, cuz. Yeah, hey, cousin. That's my relative.
Listen, you got to go. You got to go on Veronica's show too. The tank, it be a little tangy on that though.
Ooh, just give me a little tangy tea. I'm good. I love it.
So
I love
Veronica,
it.
yes, Veronica, you got to get Sean on tangy. Look, she said, "Hey, cuz." So definitely, holler at Veronica so you can be on the tangy tea. Listen, like I said, we're using our platforms for good because there's so many of us that we got to support one another. There is room for everyone to succeed, and we got to do
Right.
our part.
That's
We have to
right.
do our part with supporting everyone. Don't support just the person that might be in your family. Just support somebody that maybe. I support everyone. I want to see everybody win, even if they don't want to see me win. I still want to see
That's
you win.
right.
There's
That's right.
people. There's
That's
people. Let
right.
me
Let's
tell you
win.
there's people that I support that I know they probably don't even like me, but I'm still gonna support you. That's something you got to deal with. I'm still gonna support you. I'm still gonna have
Okay.
your
Yeah.
back.
And I'm
Listen,
still gonna win. I'm still gonna win.
right, right. Listen, I want to see everybody win. So that's just my thing. I want to support everybody. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, there's room and for all of us to be successful. There's room for everybody. But Sean, just keep doing what you're doing.
I
Keep
will.
inspiring, keep encouraging, and just keep moving and keep pushing forward. Cause like I said, I know you're gonna have those days. We don't see it all, but I never see you not smiling. Like I said, when I first met you at Assurance, that was the first thing I saw. Your smile. Your smile. Even if you was going through something, people never knew it because you was always
Yeah.
smiling. You was always smiling.
To God be the glory, darling.
Whew.
To God be the glory. I mean, I don't take no credit for it at all. It's nobody but Him. He's the only
Mm-hmm.
one who has done it for me. And I'll stand up and testify everywhere I go. There
Mm-hmm.
is nobody but the grace of God. Even during the time of like Brianna's services, I promise you, I did not know how I was going to walk into that church. But I just thank the Lord nobody had carried me in and nobody had to carry me out. He gave me strength enough to walk in and the grace enough to walk out on my own 2 feet. But it wasn't me that was carrying me. I guess it was like the footprints in the sand. It was Him carrying me all of the way
Right.
down. And I thank God for it. I'm thankful to God for it.
Cause I actually called you around that time. I couldn't make it because I had surgery that week. And you was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Tori, it's okay.
Oh yeah,
Take care."
you did. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you was like, take
you was
care of you.
doing too much. You was doing too much. Too much,
I
girl.
was like,
Child, sit down and rest.
I was like, Sean, I want to be there. You was like, Tori, it's okay. I understand. I felt, oh
Girl,
my
just
God, I
sit
really
down and
wanted to
take
be,
some rest.
yeah, I really wanted to be there, but I was like, man, you was like, it's okay. But I just appreciate you
Yeah.
and Dominique for being so understanding. And I want to say, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, I think you and Dominique birthday on the same day. I
Her
think
birthday is a day before my birthday. Her birthday, I think, is on the second or either the
yours on the
first,
third.
and mine is on the third. Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, but still, y'all got the same heart,
It's
same
something
like.
like we're close. Yeah.
Okay, okay, so hers on the second, yours on the third. Okay,
Uh-huh.
I know it was close. I was like, oh my God, but like I said,
Mm-hmm.
both of y'all, and along with Shalonda, y'all give me so much strength, and I just look now that
Mm-hmm.
look at what God birthed in all three of y'all. Birth something beautiful in the midst of the
Mm-hmm.
pain, and how you're able to
Yeah.
dance in the rain in the midst of the pain. It's words can't even begin to
In the
describe it
midst of the pain.
in the midst of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
I
gonna
saw
let you
those
go.
girls. I saw those girls. I was saying I saw those girls during the graduation time, and
Mhm.
how the people they paid like tributes to those babies. And I just remember feeling like that when it came time when Brianna graduated. They had Brianna's graduation, and I just remember that feeling, and I just started to pray for them. And I was like, Lord, just give them the strength to go through this because this
Mhm.
is like another like moment in time. Like it's kind of like earth shaking. But if we didn't have friends and
Yeah.
families like you guys, we wouldn't have made it. And I just thought they showed so much strength during that time. I love those girls. Those girls, I love them. I got to reach out to them though. We ain't talked in a while, but I got to reach out.
Yeah. Cause actually when I start seeing the posts and the tributes, it was
Mm-hmm.
emotional for me. So I can't begin to imagine how they were feeling. And I just text both of them,
Mm-hmm.
let them know I love them, that I'm praying for them, because I actually got a chance to watch me and my son watch the Darlington graduation online. And when they paid tribute
Mm-hmm.
to Mayan, I just started crying. I'm like, oh my God, I can't even handle this. So I just love how the peers of all of you, all of y'all children, how they love your children.
Yeah.
They love you. I mean, genuine love. And I love how all the kids make sure
Mhm.
they check on y'all. Make sure the mamas, make sure y'all good. I
Yes,
love that because
they
like you
do.
said,
They do.
y'all gained so many babies. Y'all gained a lot of babies
Mhm.
because they want to make
Mhm.
sure y'all good. And I just love seeing that. So
Mhm.
let me get off this live before I start crying again.
Go.
Lord have mercy. Jesus. But like I said, Sean, you're welcome to come back anytime. Anytime you get ready, just call me, Tori, or inbox me. Tori, when I'm coming back on Keep the Faith, I'm ready. I
I
am
will too. I will
ready.
keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. I will. I will.
Well, thank you guys for watching. If you missed the beginning, make sure you watch the replay. And like I always in all of my shows, I always tell people no matter what you're going through, always keep the faith. Remember, you may bend, but don't you break. You may stumble, but
Right.
don't you fall. You may cry, but it's okay because listen, those tears that you're crying, remember those are liquid prayers. And tears are so much is cleansing for the soul. So do what is necessary in order for you to keep the faith, keep moving, keep pushing yourself forward. Even on those days where you don't feel like it. Keep pushing through, pushing your way, pushing and praying your way through. Oh my God. And if you would like to be a guest on the Keep the Faith podcast, you can contact me at 843-920-8124. That's 843-920-8124. Or you can email me at faithisnecessary@gmail.com. And once again, I thank my guests, the wonderful, the talented Miss Chon Jackson. Make sure you go and like Breeze's
Ooh, I
Corner.
like that.
Listen, if you don't like Breeze's Corner, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. Listen, go and like the page and shop, 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 and shop some more. But thank you so much, Sean, for coming through. And like I said, you're welcome anytime. And hang
Thank
on a
you. Thanks
second.
so much for having me.
You're welcome anytime. And I want you to hang on while I end this live. Like I said, you guys, if you missed the beginning, make sure you go back and watch the replay. Share this live. Share, tell a friend, and make sure your friend tell a friend. Okay? Because Breeze's Corner is all that. I see Breeze's Corner going. I already see Breeze's Corner going nationwide. So be ready. Be ready,
Amen.
Sean.
I
Be ready.
receive it. I
You're gonna
receive
have
it.
these, you're gonna
I
have these orders
receive
coming
it.
out of nowhere. So you better get ready. You already claimed
I
it. There are
receive
multiple
it.
streams of income. It's coming.
I, re- I receive it, and I receive it.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. You guys take care, be blessed, and always remember to keep the faith. We're out.